Okay, we continue now with transitions. The first thing we must discuss is transitions include. What do they include? Footwork, positions, movements, and holds. Why did I hesitate there? Because so many of us concentrate only on the footwork. It's also positions, especially ice dance and synchronized skating. Movements and holds. So, we must have continuity of movement from one element to another. Common mistake, as we all know, is that we have a few steps. Skaters think they've checked that requirement, and now it's time to get ready for the element. They go back to looking like maybe they're in practice. They do the element, they come out, they do a little step, then they get ready, stop doing transitions, it's time to get ready, they're setting up, do the next element, and the pattern continues. We need to recognize the difference between those who have taken the risk, because it is a risk, to have continuous movements from one element to another that is seamless. They can do it with variety, ideally with difficulty, quality, and in synchronized skating, it's transitions within the element. Common mistakes is that we automatically put transitions as the lowest score. I think some of you, especially very experienced, we have some very experienced referees in this room. And there are several of you, I'm sure, as you're getting ready for your meeting, you glance through the protocol to prepare your meeting, and you may notice that consistently transitions were the lowest score. But it would be very interesting if you have an event where the opportunity is where transitions should have been the highest score. Since this is something that happens so common that it is the lowest score on the protocol, if you find an extraordinary skater who has really taken the risk and has laid down a program with a lot of transitions, it would be an excellent opportunity for you to use this in the roundtable discussion and have everyone turn their sheets over, watch the program, and judge it again, and try to look at it from fresh eyes. Remember, again, that transitions are not about the number of movements per minute. It could be fewer movements, but they could be done perhaps very difficult way. A body off axis, held on a long edge, can be very difficult. It's a sustained edge. It might only be one step, but it might be very risky, and it could be of very high quality. So that's something that could be recognized as well. The integration of various transitions and elements with no breaks, as we've discussed already, include the entrances and exits of the technical elements, and variety. I've also already mentioned this, different body, movements, and turns, different direction of rotation, holds very important in ice dance and synchronized skating, and the use of different small lifts in pair skating. This is something the pair skating people have said is of quality transition. So difficulty, what is it? Sometimes it can be a series of steps and turns in different directions. As I said, moving the body off its main axis, and the list goes on. And doing all of the above at the same time. But interestingly enough, you can take something as simple as a 3-turn, or a long sustained change of edge. And if a long sustained change of edge is done with a dance team, it can be something that's quite of high quality and can be a beautiful transition that is impactful, memorable, and the high quality to be rewarded in this component. A 3-turn can be done, or any difficult steps can be done in a way that is beyond perhaps the skater's skill level, so it is not of high quality. It's showing perhaps variety and difficulty, but it's not done well. You can do something simple as a 3-turn, and you can do it in a beautiful deep edge in, deep edge out, with all the extensions and alignments, and that falls under the quality of the transition. So again, the difficulty of the transition can be what they choose to do, for example, a rocker or twizzle or Choctaw, but it also can be reflected in this criteria, which is the quality, the degree of excellence of the transitional steps and movements that they are showing you on the day. I am now exiting this PowerPoint and moving on to the next.